Welcome to the episode of Ground Floor where we can agree to disagree and still be family. That's the theme song with Up Though from my first album, just Jelly, my second album, Jelly World. Oh goodness! Someone said off camera that's just still hilarious. Sorry. I be host all time with Jelly, guest co-host Jerome from Shield Ministry Podcast YouTube.
What's going on, good people? Your host here tonight has a lot of giggles and everything, but we're going to get through this now.
I never do all these years. I never do. Oh my goodness, that's priceless. Man, where's the crowd you need? That's just priceless to learn that. Woo. Okay. Ask your camera. All right, today's show is if you're a provider, how wifey treating you. Jerome brought this topic because he told me about a reel of a young lady saying if the husband is the sole provider of the household, you should cook for that man, clean for him, take care of him in the room, and be quiet. Some people probably disagree with her, probably call it a pick-me or something they call females that think like that. So we figured that should be some ground floor type conversation.
Absolutely.
Your thoughts, big homie?
Man, you know, when you say I do, man, it's a lot that goes with it.
Preaching.
And you know, we often say, you know, find a woman from Proverbs 31 that got those type of attributes, characteristics. And the thing is, it's kind of like I always tell everybody, the wedding day, however you foresee it, because some people just go to the courthouse, which is simple enough. You know, get straight to it, sign, y'all say I do, and keep it moving. But some people want the big day and everything like that, and that's fine too. But at the end of the day, what I like to say is, don't put so much energy in the wedding if you're not going to put that same amount of energy into the marriage. Because the marriage is where the work is. So getting on what the young lady was saying, she basically telling you everything that you claimed you was going to do when you said, I do. We did one, what was that? Probably 2 months ago about for richer or poor, better. You know, we did the whole vow one on here. And so, you know, my thing is, if he's allowing you to be a housewife, even if you still working and you got a remote job from home, got your own business, but you still at home, you got employees pretty much running it, you still need to be in a position where you his peace. That's what men really want. When you come home from work, whatever his 9 to 5 is, midnight shift, truck driving, he wants to come home to peace. He wants to come home to a clean home. He wants to come home to cooked meals. And I tell people all the time, you don't have to be Chef Boyardee, but your man want to see that you're trying. Because we're in 2024. There's no excuse for us to not know how to boil water at this point. We should be able to go on YouTube. How do I make smothered chicken?
Yeah.
And you could go by, what I personally go by whenever I'm learning a new recipe, I go by how many times this thing was viewed and liked when I go online there. So if I see you got thousands of reviews, that means people love this. And I look at the comments. I made this for my husband. I made this for my kids. I made this for my wife. That's what I like to look at, and I run with it, man. So what she was saying, now the part I think that people may not like is when she was saying to be quiet or shut up. Really, she's not telling you to not have a voice, because you're supposed to have a voice. You're a teammate.
You don't nag that man.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a difference between having a voice and you nagging about you know, every and any little thing. Because, you know, guys, that's not the way that's not the way for you to get the best out of us. Just like at your job, you wouldn't want your employer, your manager, supervisor to be over your shoulder all day and talking to you and saying, hey, are you going to give me that report? When are you going to turn that project report in? When are you going to turn it in? When are you going to turn it in? It's like, hey, you gave me the due date. You said it was due on Friday before 5. It's only 8 o'clock. I'm actually going to turn it into you by 9 o'clock. I'm just proofreading it right now. But when you in a relationship doing that, it just like it doesn't turn out well at your job, it doesn't turn out well when you nag your husband. It causes a lot of tension, and a lot of people would call it intense fellowship. Instead of an argument, they'll call it intense fellowship, but it causes you to be at strife with your husband, and that ain't really what you want. What's your take, bro?
Now I will say there are some exceptions to when you first started about boiling water, eggs, because 98, that girl from Pontiac was fine. Should have been my ex-wife. She said she know how to cook. I'm like, well, we can figure that out. So to a dude, if it's the most appealing to the eye, he'd try to figure around some of them things he really want. And be like, dang, man, she's so fat, I'm getting blind. I ain't letting that go. Maybe I need to go watch some cooking shows. He might do something, put out some exceptions to the rule. Fellas know what I'm talking about. Women doing that right now with these homosexuals, they call them. He got a 6-pack, taking to Pound Town, ain't got a job, but he got the keys to the car.
That's true.
He ain't worth 2 cents, but he know what his job is. She'll put up with it for a minute until she get tired of paying DTE, water, light, gas, Comcast, whoever by herself. Then that dude got to go. But she'll tolerate it for a minute. But
yeah, hey,
you want someone.
The funny thing is, like I say, you got to know that's the purpose of courting somebody early on. You get a chance to. I always say, bring all the questions up front. Really try to get to know that person when you're dating. I don't care if you go out to watch movies together, walk in the park together, taking vacations together, going out to dine, whatever you're doing, make sure you're really trying to get to know who the individual is that you're dating. You want to get to know him better. You want to get to know her better. And like learning their dislikes and their likes. Learn their favorite foods. Learn all of those different things, because sometimes I think, man, expectations can be way up here when you never really presented those right questions. Like, you can't expect somebody to be giving you full course meals, 7 days a week when that's not her strength. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she told you, hey, I only know how to make spaghetti, fried chicken, and let's just say she know how to bake cakes or something like that, pastries. Dude, she just gave you the 2 things that she's good at. So you can't expect her to be making, if you're a person that grew up on fried pork chops and lamb chops and all, like, she told you what her strengths is. So it's like, So it's kind of like, don't get upset with her. If that's what you really like, the best thing for you to do is make it a romantic night, make it a whole romantic scene, take some classes together, whether it's online or in person, but make sure you do this thing where it can be a connection for the 2 of you, because you don't want to cause that friction in there. Because I think sometimes the nagging is brought into the situation on behalf of the man based on the way that he presented it. It's like, because you know how they always say, it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Yeah, and
it's like I come into the house, we going to the store. But if I come in yelling, we going to the store, they're like, whoa, wait a minute. What? It's all about how you go about saying it, because you got to talk to the individual, not at the individual.
And you got to have a real conversation. I mean, at some point, I don't condone drinking, smoke weed, and all that, but maybe y'all need to get some crown. And what has been your life? What have you experienced? Any abuse? Have you seen abuse, or your parents fighting all the time? What? Because that's a part of you might not know. So Let's put all our stuff on the table and unpack it. Have a real conversation.
You
And
know,
that may bring y'all close. Like, okay, I can feel comfortable to open up to this person, and they ain't judging me. They trying to protect my feelings. There's some people I've encountered and had conversations since I've been doing this show. I've noticed I tell people about it. I know where they want to have a debate type conversation. I ain't trying to have this type, especially about relationships. Like, okay, I'm trying to walk away from it, but they just keep on, and you know they're gonna say that one thing. Like, okay, I can't let that go. But they're not really asking those questions. I'm like, wait a minute, you've been with this person how many years? And you never asked them what they saw their parent dynamic be. Were they loving, affection, or abusive, or did Uncle Ray try to touch you or something? You tell anybody? How did you know? Like, I didn't know. I'm just throwing stuff out here. Oh, Lord. But having them conversations. And you try to help them out through it, but you start learning, like, I never had that. I never thought to ask that, like, y'all going to be in the same household all the time. At some point, y'all both going to get comfortable, and all them different personalities you both have from experiences is going to start walking around that house. And if y'all not having no real conversations, man, who is this person? I didn't know you was a gun enthusiast. What the hell? All the time I'm dating, I never heard him say nothing about Second Amendment and guns, and you went and bought a rifle, you want to go shooting? What? Oh, when you start getting in the car, you want to build a car? Dude ain't never said nothing about it. You barely get oil on his end. Now you want to build a car? Like, who are you? Tim Two-Man Taylor or somebody? Because you're starting to get comfortable. All them other personalities starting to show themselves. And it's like, y'all really walk around the house with y'all Decepticon forms on, just, okay, hi, yay. Let's make love, yay. But you're not really being real. You're going to tell your friends. Now, this girl at the job, this dude at the job, you rag me, man. I ain't trying to punch him in the face, but you ain't talking like that with your mate. And that's what y'all need to do. Get that connective tissue together. So if you are a provider, she will want to make sure you come home to a welcoming home. And if he's the provider, because he knows you ride for him, he want to go out there and deal with all the stuff to bring that money home.
You know, before we really dive into really being a housewife like that, what I'm going to touch on is what you just hit on earlier about having that conversation of how were you raised? It's like your upbringing, because unaddressed childhood trauma becomes adulthood issues. And if you say I do to somebody who has some real traumatic things happen to her in her life, whether it's just family dysfunction, whether it was molestation, whether it was a rape in the situation, it's a lot of things that can be unveiled that certain individuals don't really talk about early on in their relationship. And let's be honest, man, you have to be really open with the person that you about to say I do to, because whether you look at it or not, that's basically, if you don't already look at him or her like that, they're going to be your new best friend. Because if you get taken to a hospital, the emergency contact is the spouse.
Yep.
So they contacting the spouse first, and then it's up to the spouse to reach out to the parents and the siblings and things of that nature. So at the end of the day, that upbringing is real, because you can have a lot of things going on. You can have some serious health things that runs in your family, breast cancer, a certain type of cancer, certain type of skin diseases, terminal illnesses. You gotta bring those type of things up. And let's just be honest. Everybody today, for the most part, and I say everybody, meaning this is what's pushed on social medias, on every outlet, whether it's IG, whether it's Twitter, TikTok, all these things. Everybody keeps saying they want to have a 6-figure man. And if you really want to have that 6-figure man, because let's be honest, that's what it's going to take for the most part. If you're going to be a housewife, unless you got a home that you inherited where you're not paying a mortgage, all you paying is your utilities. Some people out there that they loved ones left them a home, and that's fine. But everybody doesn't have that same story. Either they're in an apartment, a townhome, or actual home, and they're paying some level of rent or mortgage. And if that's the case, he paying 100% mortgage, rent, car notes that you may have if you have that, the gas, utility and gas in your house if you have gas, all of the utilities, water, electric, gas, the food, and everything like that. So the thing is, yes, we get it. You taking care of the house, that means you cooking, that means you cleaning, that means you if you guys decided to have kids, you raising the kids, you picking them up from school, you dropping them off if they're not on the school bus, depending on how young they are. So you're doing a lot. But the last thing that he needs is the nagging in there, because you can discuss some things that you have some issues with. Like if you say, hey, on the times that you off, it'd be nice for you to let me go and get my feet, what they call it, pedicure, manicure sometimes, because I do so much with the kids, I do so much around the house, opposed to you don't never, the absolutes. You never let me. You always, when you hear those things, they call them absolutes. And there's so many couples that do that.
I did that before.
Hey, there's so many couples that do that and say, you never do this. You always go over there playing that video game with Jeff. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Always? Wait a minute. I only go over there and play the video game with that dude on Saturdays from 10 to 1 o'clock. I never knew that was an issue. So you say always just because it's every Saturday? Like, how does always always is something I'm doing every day. But it's couples out there that use that always, and that can be something that can cause some strife, because I always tell everybody, I don't care if you married for 1 month or 10 years or 20 years. Each person got to have an outlet. Whatever that outlet is, there's going to be some time that she's going to be away from you and you away from her. Or if you're in the same house, she doing her thing, you doing your thing. Because sometimes, let's be honest, your spouse might watch shows that you have no desire to watch. like I'll come home, listen, I come home, what is the channel on? Carnival Eats. And I'm looking like, as cool as that may sound to some people, that's not an interest of mine. I'm looking like Carnival Eats. I'm not going to half of these places. That's not.
Bro, True Blood, when that was on TV, I ain't give a rat's ass about no damn True Blood.
Hey, but let's
watch it.
Hey, but that's the thing. But when it comes down to, this is the sacrifice when you get married. If it comes down to, if that's something that she wants you to do with her because her love language is quality time, guess what you got to do when you come home on a Saturday? You got to watch that show. I got to sit there and watch Carnival Eats for 3-4 hours like this, agonizing pain, but it's enjoyment. So I got to learn. It's kind of like a flip side for us. You big into sports, and you say, hey, I got season tickets for the Lions. I had the season tickets for them since 2000. And you say 2000, I had the tickets for the last 24 years, and I would like for you to go to at least 2 of the games with me each year. And she looking at you like, look, I don't do no sports at all. And you look back at her and say, well, you mean tell me you can't just go eat the food or drink if that's what you like to do? You can't just go and do that and be by my side? That's where the sacrifice comes in the marriage, because it may not be something that you normally do. Like I tell everybody, after 7th grade, I don't do no skating, man. Period. I don't do no skating for nobody. I'm just telling you. That it's a girl from Guest that messed it up for me, man. We went to this some little party somebody had at Wheels over there off of Schoolcraft. And I told the girl, like, hey, I can't skate. Don't come touching me. Don't try to hold hands. Don't do none of that. Leave me alone. Just keep doing your thing. Let me do my thing. Old girl turned the corner, grabbed my hand. Next thing I know, we both flipping over the bar. Like, come on, bro. Come on, man. So after that, all this time later, I don't go skating. I went skating for the first time in all these years for my daughter when she wanted to go for her birthday one year. That's the only other woman in my life that's ever got me to come out there and skate again. And if she say to go or my kids, that's it. I'm not going back out there because I was traumatized after that. But that's something I have to say up front. So you don't even think to ask me about that.
Yeah, I'm learning some things tonight. Didn't know.
Hey, I don't do no skating, bro.
We're skating together either. Think about all the years.
Yeah, I don't do no skating. You ain't see me going to Northland. All them trips y'all used to do and all. Nah, I ain't going.
Yeah, you would come, but you didn't get out there. You're right. You bought food for people, whatever. But
I'll be in there, Captain Saver, whatever you want to call me.
Yeah.
I buy y'all all your food. I'm not getting out there.
I didn't pay no attention, but you did not get out there.
Hey, you see where I was at? I sit right there on the sidelines and go in there with the food at.
Yeah. Last time I did, I was terrified not to fall.
hey, I can't afford to fall at this age.
I don't feel good fall, man. I don't feel good. It don't feel good at all. but I hear you though. Definitely, you got to be upfront with a lot of that stuff. And even through my experience of it, she watched football. You know, after a while, she sad to say she started watching when Tim Tebow was around and all that conversation. Like, dude's been praising God before then. Now, granted, he did bring God back to sports. I give him that because people kind of got way to the left.
Mm-hmm.
But don't act like, I mean, granted, he did that one thing, but don't act like this dude is doing a whole lot. Because there was a lot of concessions made that other people wouldn't got. And that was a big debate back then. And I'm like, I'm debating this person. What? I don't even like sports. and then I ain't gonna lie, something I had to learn because I was a little DC Marvel snob. I don't want to explain shit to people. You know, I'm gonna be real with you. When all the Marvel stuff started coming out, like, all right, I'm going to check it out. And then you're sitting there. So who's this? What's the point?
Hey.
I got 5 minutes to explain a light. Okay, how quick can I make this make sense? And you do it. Okay. Now, why is that going on? They're trying to learn, child. Don't be mad. They're trying to learn. Don't be mad. Guys get mad with the homies too. We go out and check it out. And when people are like, oh, you a nerd, and we read comic books still, all that, and then now with the hot movies, who's Wolverine? Now your stank ass wanna know who Logan is? Because it's popular. Everybody saying, I'm going to see the X-Men movie. Nah. Get that same energy you had before where I was a nerd for reading it. No, I want to tell you, no, go read, brother. Read is fundamental. Fundamental.
You know, you brought up Marvel, which is crazy because I never, coming up as kids, we talking kids, I never did get into the comic books. And I knew that was a hobby of some of the kids, some of my friends coming up, but I never even got into that. So I remember when they started having the talks of those movies coming out. I remember I went to John and was like, hey, man, I need to see your Spider-Man comic book because I got to really – yeah, I said I got to see how he actually became Spider-Man because he was one person I knew. I never really knew the true story of how he became Spider-Man from the comic book version. And I remember the first thing he said, "Don't leave no creases in my comic book. You want that thing to stay mint condition."
Dude, when I read the Civil War comic that they based the Captain America movie on, I know the rules. Sit at the dinner table, nothing's around, take it out the plastic slowly, and gently turn page from page. He has rules, like, okay. And I can say they tried to put a lot of that in there into it, but Captain America was sunning people in that damn comic.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like one thing they didn't put in the movie that was in the comic. When Tony Stark, everybody got on board, Spider-Man got on board.
Mm-hmm.
He unmasked for the world. And Captain America came at him like, so all these years you've been keeping your name a secret, protect your family. Now you're gonna show your face, Peter? Like your enemy still ain't out there, dog? And he had to look like, yeah, Cal gave you a punk card, go pick it up. So that's the reason why, man, who he hung with, no one can ever know who I am. I'm protecting my family, but I'm gonna get with this, we need to register, blah, blah. I'm Peter Parker, like, oh. Because Cap he was sassing everybody in that damn comment, like, oh, for real, we about freedom, but we doing this? Didn't you say whoop, whoop, whoop? Like, damn. I didn't know Captain America was a thug like that. Hey. That's the case, didn't he? Checking left and right.
Yeah, because like I said, those comics really put things, to where you can actually see, because they try to, like I said, they try to follow the book as much as they could.
Yeah, they did a great job comparing to what was all
right. Right.
But we got to give Wesley Snipes his flowers, because they had that in the 90s. They had the Spider-Man cartoon, and they put his character on that cartoon. Mm-hmm. Buffy, Angel, the vampire thing was cool. It made sense. Well, people know Blade from Spider-Man cartoon. Let's make a movie. Mm-hmm. That boy hit and made money. It opened the door to make Marvel movies to this point.
Yep. They definitely got to give him the flowers.
That we're going to have Robert Downey come back to be Dr. Doom and all this good shit. It's because that black man played the hell out of Blade and opened the door for Marvel to make movies. They were too violent.
Yeah.
Now, DC always made little cheesy Superman, Batman, though. When Wolverine went berserk, the next 5 pages, he slit everybody up with them claws. They're like, dude, calm down. Everybody dead. He's still like, where they at? Like, dog, you killed everybody. They dead. All the bodies, he claws dripping like, what? Who want? Calm down, Wolverine. Like, you can't put this in the movie. You're too violent. But they fucked around and found a way.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, so you can make Wolverine and it not be violent.
So based on what you're saying, when it comes to the topic, not all, because some women was into that, but we would call them tomboys when we was coming up. But the ones who not into it, once you say I do, they consider that family recreation, going to a sports event, doing the stuff that a man really likes.
Try it, like you say, at least one time do it with you.
Yeah, like you doing it.
I really don't like this, but I do it.
Yeah, you sacrifice.
Just no.
Right.
And okay, I got a rider. Because some people, no. I told you that from day one. Stop asking like that.
Right.
Flip side of the game, because the game always gonna be the game. It's someone that's real ass and they dating scrubs and they want a Captain America and they realize you got one. But you want to have a beer with you? Watch the game, man. Look, there's a bar up here by the job. Let's go have a beer, watch the game real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Never had that. And ain't no sex. He just happy that he can go chop it up with a female. Maybe like, man, my wife be doing woo-woo like, give her some flowers, man, because you be tripping. Like, okay. And she might be coming to home. He might not be thinking that's sexual. But she thinking like, I'm too big. Move her out the way in a minute. She better figure something out. I done know people that have told me like, yeah, I was big, and we still married. Like, hey, okay, that does happen. Same with dudes, and same go both ways.
Yeah, it definitely can go both ways, And
you definitely want to just sacrifice a little so they know only for you I do it.
Right.
That do mean something. Like, okay, Like, you know your boy, I have rules. There's levels to this dating thing. You just cool, we go somewhere. Home level friend, I got you. But you start getting a girlfriend, fiance, wife, there's more Jeff gonna do for you.
Right.
Just because I met you, Jeff ain't sending you no money before we had a cash app. Like, you ain't my woman. Your last name ain't Edwards. Who you talking to? You cheating? No, I ain't cheating. Go call Cam Save her. Let him gas you out. Because from what y'all, the females I know, they use that dude, and the dude ain't cashing out. He the one there at night. I'd rather be him.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm gonna get Kim there. We're gonna take care of you. I ain't trying to walk around in the cape. Nah, dog, I ain't saving them. Don't want to be saved.
You think about it. Let's say somebody, we're gonna do it in two groups. Say you got one dude's wife who loves handbags, the purses, the designer ones.
Okay.
So let's just say the average purse that she like is we'll just say a random number like $1,200 to $1,500. Mm-hmm. So he might buy it for Valentine's Day or just because, birthday, Christmas. That's just their thing. You got another person who handbags not her thing, but she's more into shoes. Okay. Whether it's the designer shoes, the red bottoms, mm-hmm. Whatever, Timberlands, whatever we're going to mm-hmm. talk. So whatever your advice is, let's just say, as the man, hey, I like to make her smile, I like to make her happy. I'm going to get her this purse. But the thing that a lot of people don't talk about is the man not necessarily doing it to get something in return, but he do want to hear and see that you appreciate what he did for you. So if he buys you that nice purse, he buys you those nice red bottoms, and he's coming home from work, you're not massaging him, you're not taking him to the bedroom, you still watching your favorite shows. Like, hey, I'm good. I'm good over here.
Flintstone go rattle some pants.
Yeah, hey, hey, that's why I tell people all the time, man. If you ain't never said I do, I feel like it's three things that the men need, and if I'm paying 100% everything, this should be simple for the lady. First thing the man is going to need is girlfriend. That's what got you the ring. That Proverbs 31, he's seen the wifely characteristics in you. That's cool and dandy. But the girlfriend is what's keeping it spicy in the bedroom. He's going to need that through his marriage in order for him to have his eyes on you the whole time throughout your marriage. Death do us part type marriage. The next thing that the man is definitely going to need is he's going to need, you to be a wife, a loyal wife to him. You're doing all the wifely duties, the Proverbs 31 that we talk about. Mm-hmm. And then if you all decide to have any children, even if you don't do children, a lot of people nowadays, they call them fur babies. They doing the pets.
Or they adopt.
Or they adopt. Whatever you decide to do, he needs you to be a great mother in that regard. And if he has a prior child when it comes to this, you the bonus mom. Vice versa. He's the bonus dad if the dad is not involved in the child's life. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, you all have a blended family in that case. So he needs you to love his child as if it's your own, and vice versa. She needs you to love her children just as much, because it's a package deal. You can't love her without loving those kids. And so I think that that's one of the things that a lot of people find a lot of strife in, because it's a lot of women out there right now that's dealing with mama's boys, and they getting pulled. They getting pulled like this. The man's getting pulled because the wife is telling him, you don't never protect me when your wife says XYZ. mom's over there like, hey, I was here first. I brought you into this world. Who is she to think she gonna come over here and take you away from me? And so,
husband.
well, you see what I'm saying? And what I've seen, I don't really see that so much in the women who are currently married with their husband, whether it's his biological dad or stepdad. It's typically when the mother is a widow, or she's divorced, or she's totally single. That's when, if he's a mama's boy, it could really cause friction because she's used to him coming by there, whether it's every day or twice a week, 3 times a week, cutting the grass, doing all the different things. So it's kind of one of those things where if you know that you're dealing with a mama boy, or you think that you have those things, make sure you bring that up in the marriage counseling, premarital counseling, so that the pastor can break things down for you and bring it to him before it even gets to the altar. Because you don't want to wait till you get to the I do part and you getting all the friction when you've seen the signs ahead of time. Like I tell people all the time, we don't call the fire department when we got the house burned down. It defeat the purpose. You call the fire department when you first see the smallest blaze or the smallest glimpse of smoke in your household. You feel what I'm saying? You don't wait. Why would you wait? Why would you wait to do it that way? That's my take.
Now I will say, the back for a minute. When you do want to buy those shoes or that purse, make sure you took care of bills and everything. You can afford that. Take care of home first. Get all that. Some dudes out here, well, I need to make her smile. No, you need to pay that rent or that mortgage, because she's going to be more pissed that y'all getting an eviction notice instead of some damn shoes or a purse. Make the main thing. Take care of that. Then you got the extra, go do it. Now, you do have a point about if they widowed or whatever, they used to you being around, and then someone new come in. It's a shifting of the atmosphere because, well, this person's been always around. You know, he might go watch his niece and nephew. He might go do this or this. And now she got that time. And she already got a kid. He got a ready-made family he's trying to figure out. Then you might start getting the jokes, oh, we don't ever see you. Because I'm over here doing this, doing the same thing y'all been doing. But people got accustomed to you always coming along. Well, you know, Jeff always falls at least once a month, or Jerome this. Well, that's just going to change now because my universe is changing. Mm-hmm. So I got to spend time to cultivate that. So, yeah, you can come to me because I need to be here. Mm-hmm. Because even with your girl, she going to want you to, it might be more a Saturday, okay, we ain't going nowhere until we decide to go somewhere. So where you going? And I learned that experience with my ex-fiance. I had a nice apartment in Farmington, her and the kid to be there. And that was all new to me. I'm used to being to myself. All right, people. I'm like, dang. Okay, well, Saturday, somebody go check out sports or some cartoons or something. She was doing homework, so I'm being respectful. I go in the living room. Some TV, see if any cartoons on or sports or something I want to check out. What you doing here? Why did you leave? Because you were doing homework. That TV wasn't bothering me. There you go. I'm trying to be respectful because you're doing. Okay, I appreciate that, but I just want to be around you. So you're good doing what you're doing. I got this. So, okay, that's weird, but okay. But doing what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. But I was meant to recording that. So maybe next time, have that meaningless conversation about, well, what you about to do? Because I'm about to do this. This cool, or include them in that thought process compared to just autopilot. Oh, well, Saturday might be something I don't want to see. I go YouTube. I watch cartoon. I want to see something. And then sit in the little love chair, sit right next to him, like, space, please. What the hell you doing? You read a book. I want that book touching me. I'm trying to lounge back, chill, and Saturday. The hell. Okay, this is new to me. So getting married, I've been broken into something like, okay, this person want to be in the same room with you. Okay. Not know why are you here? What you doing? When you doing homework? I want to be, and it wasn't weird. First time it was weird. I know me like, okay, Jeff, get ready to make family. You can't be you right now because you will start saying, okay, this don't make no damn sense. Well, watch your mouth. You got a little boy in the room. You can't be cussing. No cussing. You G-rated. Think to yourself. Don't say it out loud and figure it out because to them they're like, dang, we just want to be around them.
Mm-hmm.
Then the kid come in the room. Like, what y'all do? What you doing? I want to watch. I don't want to bother right now. Beat it. You can't say that. That's me. That's what you really want to say. I just want 5 minutes to me. When I work all week, I've been doing stuff y'all all week. It's Saturday. 5 minutes is me time. Let me look at Transformers. It's on YouTube just for 5 minutes. No one's around. And then I'm saying, what's going on? Let's do family stuff, blah, blah, blah. And I start asking people like, maybe I'm tripping. Like, no, you gotta have time for yourself. Because you feel you're crowding me.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not doing nothing wrong. They just want to be around you. They care about
you. You definitely got to have your own space, whatever that is. A lot of times you get some guys, they video gamers, so that's when they at home, that's their downtime. Like I can say for me, what I do is I'll come up in this particular room here. It's like we can call it the office / whatever you want to call it, media, relaxing room. And I just come and watch my own show and be in peace, just where it's no distractions and things like that. No kids tell you, hey, I want this to eat. I need this. It's always something. And like my kids, they're a little different than some of the kids now. They'll get off of the tablets and want to play either video game like Mario on the Nintendo Switch as a family, or they'll want to play board games.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. So that's rare because not everybody want to do that these days.
Nah, people trying to bring it back because we got away from the family values of the 80s, 90s that we came up on from TV shows.
Yeah, man. That's what shocked me. They actually want to do it like what's that game? Trouble? The one you pop it.
I remember that.
Yeah, they'll play that.
You got Monopoly.
Yeah, we got the Monopoly. Yep.
I think Monopoly City where they got the big ass.
Yeah.
Skyscraper dog. That bankrupt the hell out of you quick.
Yeah, quick. We got one. It's called Monopoly something like New York. It's like you can buy like advertisements and everything.
Okay, cool.
So that one's pretty cool. I forget the name of it offhand. I'll text it later. But we play that. We play the game. It seemed like they've been on the last week is Uno. Like we go at it on that Uno. Like,
okay.
Yeah, because they real competitive. You go in there, you on fire. Like, no, you can't just go 3-0. They don't want that. They're going to keep playing until they start seeing some wins.
Now, y'all got the one, they got the draw 25 or switch hands?
Man, we get that one is crucial. That's the one we playing.
Yeah, like that one, switch hands, like, I'd be wrong if I punch you in the face right now.
Yeah.
It's a part of the game. Or draw 25, that's how you feel about me right now.
Yeah, draw 25. Like the one we bought or had for Christmas, they left it blank where you could put what number you want on there.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, which is crazy. I'm talking about that's brutal.
So they 50.
So that's a good thing. They didn't put 50. One of them is say draw 12, and the other one you got to draw 24.
Oh, okay.
And then the one with the switch hands is definitely in there.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I definitely put 50 on that. I'm an asshole. You're gonna draw 50. Take the whole deck.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. So even that, man, that family time, that quality time, it's just really knowing. I tell people all the time, man, get away from being stuck on those zodiac signs and focus on understanding your mate. Understand they likes and they dislikes. You know,
Yeah,
if
you
somebody dating you,
everybody.
yeah, it's like if somebody dating you, they got to know, okay, it's gonna be times Jeff needed space. He might come home from work and might need you to leave him alone for 30 minutes, and then after them 30 minutes, you can bother him all you want. But
now the thing that was hard as creative, I had to learn to adjust. If I had a song idea and I started writing the song, what are you doing? I'm writing a song. What's the song? He's just trying to learn, Jeff. You don't mean no harm. So I'm like, keep my thought of what I'm trying to do and explain music to him. Because back then I had my keyboard, so I'd be boom, 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 boom.
Right.
And even she might come. This was the ex. I got more comfortable with after dealing with them. When I got married, like, okay. I used to be used to anybody coming around while you're doing this. Don't be, oh my God, get away from it.
Right.
I got come, but the first time around, it was, y'all both want to learn something about music? Okay. We'll start explaining it. But then I started noticing both of them will start playing on the keyboard. I'm like, I'll be down. They do adapt to you. How about that?
Yeah, man. You was you know, in your zone, so they wanted to be a part of your space, you know.
Oh yeah, back then. And it was odd because when I was with her, if we went out on double dates, I get an idea, and you got paper. She got used to it. They're like, what are you doing? Writing the song. Ask him to sing the melody of the chorus. He probably wrote that first. Damn, he really like hey, it's coming to me. Get out my way. All right, I'm good. Let's get back to what we doing. Gotta write that down. For a minute, I thought I was weird, but you know, he was very creative at that point in time. It was coming to you. It might be something I might make later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. What I was gonna say, you know, when you say the Proverbs 31 woman, you know, you really look at
Hard to
what's
find.
in there. Yeah. That's what I said. When you look at somebody having those characteristics and saying I do to that individual, you know, that's the thing. The saying is women marry hoping the man does change, and men marry hoping the woman doesn't change.
True.
You know, so I know it's true for the men. Once we marry you, if we see that you have the 31 traits and values, we don't want you to lose those. We don't want you to be less than that. We don't want you to lose girlfriend. Girlfriend is the one that we need in the bedroom. She's the one gonna keep it spicy.
I mean, I tell people now, and one of my favorite artists, Brian McKnight, he made a song, Back at One. Whatever you did to get him, keep repeating that until you die. And y'all just have a decent relationship.
Mm-hmm. I remember that track.
Don't change it up. So if you was the female that's going to be the porn star at least twice a week, keep that up. You switch up which days, but keep that up. If you're going to do some rose petals at least once a month for you, keep that up. That's what got y'all here. Y'all stop doing that and listen to outsiders. Y'all going to be the brink on divorce. Hating each other.
Hey, what you saying is real. What you saying is real, because at the end of the day, when y'all say I do, I don't care if you have 1 kid, 5 kids, or no kids. Continue to date each other throughout your marriage to keep everything fresh and new. And what I recommend to everybody is when you go on your dates, put the phone down if you can help it. If it's not during work hours.
People be doing that straight, get on their phone.
Yeah.
My phone on mute. I'm not hanging out with you. What I'm touching the phone for?
I tell everybody, put the phones down, man. Unless you have a parent, a sibling, a child, or someone that is where you need to keep that phone open and know if it's them. Put the phone down when you go on your dates with your spouse, your fiance, the one that you call your significant other that you want to say I do to. Make it important to them, and when you go on that date, whatever it is, whether it's a dinner, whether you're going out to a concert, basically give them your all while you're there. The next thing you want to do to make it intentional is don't talk about, if y'all have kids, don't make y'all date about the kids. Make your date about each other, because a lot of times your marriage can quickly become a business when you have children. You can start talking about
day-to-day operation.
It's a day, because your conversation could be, hey, we got to go pick up so-and-so. He got to go to basketball practice. She got to go to volleyball practice. She got to go to, I'll use my kids, for example. My daughter plays the piano and the viola. Her schedule can get crazy in 1 week. One day she got to go to the orchestra this. Saturday she playing in the recital for the piano thing, and it's like, whoa. My son, he about to start his swimming. This dude love the water. Not like it, but love it.
Man, okay.
Yeah. So he about to start that up next week. So it's like, now you got to communicate, so your communication got to be key. But when it comes to the dating thing, don't even bring up none of that stuff. It's just about y'all two.
Now, did you see Tariq on Club Shay Shay?
Yeah, I did see. I actually I didn't watch the whole thing yet, but I seen a good portion of it.
Yeah, he was talking some real old school facts on biblical stuff about relationship. Like, it ain't all pretty, like people put on social media all the time. Y'all might have disagreements. Y'all work it out. It's a reason that the grandparents made it to 50 years. They probably threw pots and pans at each other at some point, but they worked it out. Compared to, oh, well, you lost your job. I think we saw a video about that person. I'm divorcing him. Like, you divorced us because he lost a job? What type of teammate is you? And how we making stuff ratchet be normal. Now, granted, most dudes, we like you to be a little wild and slutty, but that's for the bedroom, not 24 hours a day. There's levels to this. If women got any type of real woman in their life, they're going to tell them the same thing. He need to be able to take you to places where you'll be respected. Not, oh, you with so-and-so? Oh, I remember her back in the day. Like, oh, I got to shoot this dude now. We got to fight. He don't want you to be that girl. He want to be where you got your Michelle Obama. But you know what to do when we get home. When the dude get on marriage, that's what he look for. He ain't looking for all that ratchet, they call it rap MCs right now, stripper music. No, that's cool for moments. Not every day.
Not every day.
Once you be able to go to the parent-teacher conference and be respected, not, my mom said, your mama a hoe. Because kids today don't care. They're too honest with it. Like, I can't say that. Well, that's what mama called her when she was dressed. Like, dang, we didn't say that back in the day. That was if you really pissed somebody off, you came that way. You can say your mama fat or something. You're not just, bam. It go hard to paint with it now.
And you know what's crazy is what you just touched on. The ratchetness, it's a movement out here right now. And, people can say something about when we came up in the 90s and we had the gangster rap, we had the R&B out there, you had Still Your Soulful music out there, which ended up going to be neo soul. But at the end of the day, you got to think about it. Even with all of that, people were still dancing.
Yeah, you have a variety of rap back
Yeah,
then.
you still had a lot of love. Even when we went into the early 2000s, you still had like Jagged Edge,
Yeah.
112. You had people putting those tracks out. The problem is now, if you really go out and you just watch at the nightclubs and you watch at certain places, they're not dancing
No.
like that. They're not
You
dancing
don't
like
want
how
no
we used
more.
to dance. We go up to the young lady, start dancing and have a good time. They're not doing that now. It's like a group of guys, they together, standing around, and you might get some girls that dance, and they'll dance to the Tamia songs, doing the Detroit ballroom step hustle. But all the rest of that stuff is people they're not really dancing like they used to.
It's the reason the artists we listen to can come to Detroit and sell out crazy every month. Because they still talking about love. A lot of these people now, even singers, want to be a damn rapper.
Mm-hmm.
In the lyrics you putting out for an R&B song.
Mm-hmm.
Everything ain't stripper music, bro. It's okay to get a rose or say across the room, you're beautiful, I want to get to know you. It's okay to sing that. It ain't gotta be, shorty, you know what it is, so bring that ass. No, that's not a love song, dude. No. Whatever White Exec told you that, they just try and get the money any way they can. They don't give a damn. But you know what love music sounds like. And we getting away from this. It seems like it's trying to come back. But you definitely got a lot of new age people. Every other word, kill your mama, shoot your daddy, put my thing in your face. That is not music. Half of you dudes are lying on your records because you stay in the burbs, you renting the stuff for your vehicle videos. You ain't doing that. Now, sadly, the kids think it's real and they the one doing it.
Right.
But you ain't on the block selling nothing because that's confession on tape, dummy. The feds knocking at your damn door. Hi, we're arresting you. Here's the warrant. You killed a pistol starter on track 5. We got it. Thanks. Ain't no real killer telling on no damn record what they doing.
But
acting.
When you look at what really transpired, we lost 2 pivotal rappers in the 90s. Pocket Big.
Yeah.
So I knew that was going to transform hip hop in the worst way because it opened the door. If you think about it, during that time frame, all of the artists that was out there, from Nas to Mobb Deep,
you had to come correct.
Everybody had to put out quality albums or else you wasn't going to sell or make any money. Nope. So the competition, it's kind of like having we're in the NFL season. It'd be like having the NFL and every team that's out there, they coming, they trying to go 12-4 every time. Mm-hmm. At the minimum. So when you know that, it's like, whoa, I got to go out here. If I'm gonna put 15 songs on the album, they better not be able to turn not one song. They should be able to just play the album, and the whole album is good. That was the times that we grew up in them 90s when those artists was around. And when it comes to R&B music, you think about it.
Just play and let it play.
Look at the R&B. Even you still had the Whitneys of the world, Princes of the world, MJs. Nita Bakers, we can name Shantae Moore, we can name all the people out there. But the thing, when we got into the millennial years, as
2010 went down,
it went down. And so we started getting away from talking about the love and they replaced it with lust. And when you start replacing the love for the lust, that's where, fast forward from, let's say, 04 to 24. Listen to the female rappers right now and listen to what they saying in the lyrics. Everything is about instant gratification.
They got mad at JD saying y'all making stripper music. Y'all still ran with that title because that's what it sounds like. It ain't rap. There's been a lot of dope MC female artists out here. They ain't got to talk about their coochie in every damn song and how to get money from a dude.
They definitely got stripper anthems right now.
They could tell you a story in the song that sounded cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, now you don't hear the stories. Like, okay, I don't hear that. Let me go listen to some old school stuff. A lot of this, and most artists back then would start as they progress, would start talking about whatever traumas they had growing up.
Mm-hmm.
DMX Slippin' was based on his childhood. One of the dopest songs he ever made. Hey, I just learned about Lord Give Me a Sound. He asked God, what you want me to do out here? I'm like, I know he made a gospel track like that. But it was from the heart. This crap now. I don't turn on 90s on 97.9 WJLB. No, it's trash. And the other station that 107 trash. Yeah. 105.1 play R&B hip hop from the 90s to 2010. I rock that.
Mm-hmm.
Because you had to make something that was radio friendly and it told a story. I don't want to hear about, I'm taking my boy girl because I'm just hard out here. You're going to get shot at some point, bro. There's a lot of people dead over that type of stuff. Keep talking about you. They be like, wait a minute, y'all ain't lying on these songs. So why did you keep saying your name on the song, Keisha? And these fools have videos. How the video leak? Could you put it out there? It ain't just someone hit sin, Negro. Let's stop lying. Because you think you bossing, and that dude come to see you, and now it's a violent situation.
Mm-hmm.
They're just talking about, man, me and the homies about to go hoop and go hang out barbecue with the family. You can make a double track about that for the banging beat.
The thing is, when we start talking about like even the R&B now is different because they even cussing in the tracks and things like that. And
they want to be hard. Being yourself is just so uncool to do. But that's the coolest thing you can be is yourself.
And the thing is, it was a time when R&B, everybody didn't have to be Boys to Men, because you had the Jodeci's of the world, you had the H-Towns of the world.
Yeah.
You could be your own self, and do what you needed to do. And like you said, just be authentic. And my thing is,
Jodeci on steroids.
Yeah. I mean,
okay.
When you're talking about love, just talk about that. Because at the end of the day, I don't care if we were in 92, 02, 12, 22, all of the women that you're going to talk to wants a man that's going to express his love to her.
Yep. Even if females banging all the rap, still want to hear when Lionel Richie said, you can never stop talking about love, Babyface, Brown Knight, all these artists that I've looked at as mentors. Love never goes out of style. And she ain't trying to have sex with you to know, I'm going to kill you, shoot you with my guns. She ain't trying to do that, bro.
Hey, you got to think about it. You got to think about it, Jeff. Most women, I can't say all today because of that music, but most women, they got to be mentally and emotionally there to even want to have sex with you.
Mm-hmm.
That's as a husband, that's as a boyfriend, that's as a fiance. They got to be mentally and emotionally there.
You got to bring something fresh to the game to make them say, yeah, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. They got to basically have both of those going to be able to go in there, and everything. So
she thinking about him. Okay, I ain't gonna tell him, but he had the dough.
He had the dough.
A little bit more, but he had the dough.
And that's why I tell people all the time. I don't really know about other men, but I know for myself, if you can't stimulate me mentally, I don't even want no parts of you. Because my thing is, we're going to have conversations, and you need to know how to stimulate me mentally because looking good, we got to get past look good. Everybody always want to focus on look good. Man, she got a body. Okay, after that body, what does she have? After all of that, what does she have? Okay, she can cook good. Okay, after all of that, what does she have? And so for me, we're talking about the 100%. What's going to keep me throughout all of that. I gave you the 3 things, but the secret behind all of that is mental stimulation. If you can't stimulate me mentally, if we just talking about your basic conversations and you not challenging me, it's basically, it's like a little kid that they want to diagnose with ADHD. I'm basically gonna be listening to you, but not hearing you at all. I'm already checked out. And then you're gonna say, hey, did you hear what I just said? Nope. What did you say? I said this, this, and this. But you got to stimulate some people out here. And that's for the man too. It's women out here. If you can't stimulate her mentally, like, I know we over the hour, but I'll say this. For men, if you are going to have your girl 100% at home, whether she working remotely or just being a housewife, taking care of the kids and everything else, make sure you know how to stimulate her mentally as well as physically. You got to know how to get her going before you get home. Or if you're going to surprise her and take her to a secret vacation or what I call a staycation in the state that you live in, you going to a nice resort, a hotel or whatever, make sure you know how to stimulate her in a way that she's already ready for you before you even get there. She's already ready while y'all on the plane. She's already ready while you in the vehicle when it comes down to it. So that's what you want to do. What you laughing at now, bro? This dude.
Well, this is a grown conversation.
Hey.
Shout out to
Erica. Hey, there we go. Look at that.
Yes, I am.
Hey, she said penetration. She on another level. I like Erica right there.
Sapiophile. If I said it right, I need mental penetration. I'm with it. That's grown folk talk.
Hey, that's real, man. You got to. And so that we appreciate that comment because that's real big, man. You want to be able to stimulate her in a way before anything. Because they always tell the men, make sure you preheat the oven, the whole foreplay, the whole 9. So we talking about that, but that's when you actually there. So let's just call the mental, what she just said, penetration. We're gonna call that, or the stimulation. You got to do that beforehand. We're gonna call it 5 play, not just 4 play. Do that ahead of time. Have her at work ready to leave. Have her at work like, hey, I can't wait.
I had looked that word up, bro.
You looked it up.
Sapiophile is one whose romantic attraction to others is primarily based on intelligence. You gotta get your grown man on. What's going on in the world? Have a conversation.
So you see, so you can't even get.
Yes, man, we grown as hell up here. Keep it coming.
Keep it coming.
You're right. We grown.
100%. 100%. And that's real. We appreciate your comment tonight because that she knows what she like, and so any old person won't be able to handle her. That's just the truth of the matter.
So, and like, just use her as an example. You need to be checking out what's going on in the world. So you need to check out what's going on, world events, politics, just a little bit of everything. You ain't got to know it all, but you can go to different topics and have some knowledge of it. Because some cats just be on the block all day, and that's been good with the shorties you've been getting. But if you want some grown stuff that could be wifey, you got to change the game up. Can't do the same old for that type of person.
I tell everybody, have thought-provoking conversations, and that's where that mental stimulation is going to come. Like I said, we got to get past the look good. There's a lot of people out there.
Yeah, it is hard to find someone. We all got some referrals. Most of the ones we know are real, they married already, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm looking out for you though. I got you.
Hey, Erica. Hey, it depends on. I get with Jeff, and we'll find out what your likes are.
Somebody.
Because it's always somebody in our circle. On your type of level. So we don't want to send you anybody that you're gonna basically send back to us. We're gonna make sure somebody right on your level.
No, if I send them to you, they get the approval.
Right.
Doing some bullshit, like, nah, dog. You ain't ready. Oh, Jeff, no. Honest opinion, you my boy, but you childish. Woo, woo, woo. And my name attached to this? Nah. Hell no. My name means something in these streets. I believe in that. So nah, you ain't gonna be on that bullshit with my name. No. Mm-mm. But that's how we came up back in the day.
100%.
No, all you had your word and your balls. You ain't got nothing else. You don't break for nobody. So if you say I'm gonna come pick you up at 9, I asked the man, he said at 9 o'clock, he gonna be there.
Right.
You want to bull jobbers? Oh, CP time, huh? 11 o'clock. Nah, bro, I already got Uber. Now you think to yourself, I can't rely on that person. This something minor. Now something really jump off, I can't rely on you. And women look at this stuff too, fellas. Just like we look at it, they look at the same thing. Be a person of your word. Okay, he said we're gonna go at 8 o'clock, we're going here and here. And they gonna tell the girls, like, we know God, no, he didn't lie. What he said, what it was. Check mark. Because I had to say it, the girl be hating, like, you with some old son tired. The dudes you like dating, well, he Pookie, Ray Ray, Felipe, which one is he? No, his name was Jonathan. Jonathan. Oh, it's different. Nah, his wife's still some bum she liked to date. And he started finding out, like, oh, no, this dude for real. Oh, she found the real one. Now she curious because she want to know. He got any friends? No. They have to be emotionally intelligent and doing their self-work. I'm a therapist and coach, and I want to rest in the arms of my emperor. See, that's some grown talk right there, emperor. You got some females I've encountered. I ain't gonna call you Lord. Like, what's wrong with that? We call you Queen.
Hey, 100%. So she said, "Where is he?"
we trying to figure out ourselves.
Hey, Eric. All we can say, we don't necessarily know where he is, but trust me, he out there, and it's about being at the right place at the right time. Yeah. Whether that's the grocery store, whether it's a bookstore, whether it's the library, it's the airport, a business meeting. He's out there. And so trust me, you know, when it's time, you're gonna know exactly when that gentleman's out there, you know.
Absolutely.
I always say sometimes to get the dude's attention, when you got that confirmation, you may have to do some stuff like the damsel in distress. You drop your book and the man help you pick up the thing like, oh, ma'am, you dropped it. Here you go. And you just, you know, it's stuff that women can do without being desperate in this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sometimes the guy might be looking at you, might be hesitant.
Yeah.
Like, nah, she gonna climb if I go over there. So sometimes maybe she might people like, let me get him vicinity where he can feel comfortable to say something. And women probably that, like, yeah, we see we all watch and we might like you, like, okay, he ain't making a move. He must think I'm gonna turn him down. So let me do some things for him to see there's no. Because I was a dumb one. I ain't gonna hold you up. My ex-fiance, we had a conversation. I had never got that mad in my life. And she like, Jeff, if we was given a figurative painting, you was at the bedroom door all the time like, you lying to me, goddamn. All the crap I've been trying to do, my moves, take you here, this. There's no way I've been right there all that time the way you've been responding. Hell no. Yes, you have, like, nope. No, that's a lie. I ain't the smartest dude, but I know 1 + 1. And I take out the can, I wind it down, do this. Nothing. Ben Waller just beat my shot to the raft. Like, there's no way here I've been this close.
You know, more people. I think another place people can probably, what she say?
I'm gonna mind my business and he will see me.
Hey, that's right. They'll notice you.
Find a book drop off. You know, book that I wrote just dropped him. There you go. You might want to sign it. Get an autograph.
I'm just telling you. I give you a perfect example. I was at the gym today, and when I went to the gym, the young lady, I'm already in the corner, and I can see she came over there. I'm looking like, where you gonna go? It's only the spot right here. Like, what are you doing? So I just was watching her like, wait a minute, what is going on? Because I'm looking like I'm always observing to see, okay, here go a dude. She's a attractive chick. She's not in here by herself. So she got to have her boyfriend or husband or somebody in here. So I'm looking at her. I'm like, what is she about to do? So she said, hey, I'm just trying to get a corner. I'm like, look, I'm already in this corner. What do you go on that side? So I just backed up. I said, well, you can have this corner. Let me step over here. And I said, hey, I said, I don't want to get in trouble with your husband. I'm not trying to be on nothing like that. I'm over here just working out. And then she said, no, I'm working out too. I said, I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I don't know. You over here.
Like that next song.
You know what I'm saying? But I get it. But what I'm saying is, when you in the gym, like I'm one of those that go to the gym, I'm focused. I got the earbuds on. I'm literally in the zone. And I try not to bother anybody when they in there. But I'm just saying, the gym is a place to meet people too. I just personally, I don't bother people when they're in the gym. Now, if you walking in the door, that's different. If I catch you walking in that door coming out, that would be a different situation. But when I know you working out, I'm gonna leave you alone. That's just how I operate it.
You gotta be strategic.
Hey, I was sitting there like, wait a minute now.
Yeah, sometimes you do. And sometimes we might need help ourselves where the person needs just say, hey, hi, I like you. I saw you over there. I don't know if you was afraid. My name's so-and-so. Like, okay, my name's so-and-so. Because you know, with the world today, everybody want to be live and try to put you on blast. This old Dusty trying to talk to me. Like, dudes don't be trying to just run up on females like that no more.
You know what I tell people, if I was single out there today, I would still use this trick. And I don't even know if you even know about this, Jeff.
Now you getting our confessional this weekend. Okay, Usher.
So what I did from the 20s all the way up, if it was a group of women, say like Erica would be with 4 of her friends or sisters, whatever the case. What I do is tell the server to send a pitcher of water to that table. A pitcher of water, no drinks, nothing. And the reason I do that, I like to see what their personality is like. If they laugh, I got it. It's like perfect. I can go to the table. If they say, man, it's so cheap, blah, 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 that ain't the group that I want to be a part of because they don't have a sense of humor. So for me, I like to make you laugh. And if I get you to laugh, I'm coming over to the table. And so that was always my trick to the game, because now I know that you're approachable. Your table is approachable. So I can go to the table and say, hey, ladies, do y'all drink? What are you drinking? And then I talk to the one that I want to speak to. Like, that was always my trick to the game, man. I'm giving this to your viewers, man. That's my little one-on-one tidbit that they can have for free. I'm not going to charge them.
Okay, that's different right there.
I'm not going to charge them. So what I told my homegirls, I tell them to do that to the guys, because women are the ones that go out deep. They go out 9, 10 with it. And not all men are going to be intimidated by you going out in large groups, but some men are.
Yeah.
And they don't want to be rejected or clowned in front of a big group of girls, 5 or more, 8, 10 people. So the only way you can show your sense of humor, send a pitcher of water to that table, and you might not even have to pay for your food.
Yeah, you hydrating. Man, I remember I went to a party out in Southfield. This had to be about maybe mid-millennium. When I get over there, I'm impressed because there's like 10s up in there, all sitting at a table. I'm like, oh, Lord, I'm in heaven. This is going to be a good night. But I'm noticing there's fellas here. Ain't nobody over there. I'm doing Scooby-Doo. I'm like, they kind of huddled up like, fellas, there's a lot of beautiful ladies up in here. What y'all doing? Oh, man, we don't want to miss the next 10 coming up. But, dude, it's number 10s over there right now. It ain't going to get no better. Okay. Oh, hey, how you ladies doing? My name's Jeff. I know so-and-so. Oh, hey, Jeff, how you doing? I'm all right here just trying to enjoy the night, see what's going on. And then some ratchet chicks came in. Now, before they came, they already, who better pot big like these dudes are not talking about pot. And I'm at the table, I'm just observing the women. I'm like, well, I know my man, know him, and know him. And one girl's like, I know these motherfuckers is not talking about Tupac and Biggie. I did not spend 2 hours getting fined, but it's like, you know what? All y'all look fine as hell. I appreciate the effort. I'm clapping like, you still like, hey, I love women. Just read me a book. Talk to my ass. I appreciate you. I don't know why these fools talking. Them dudes are dead and gone. Go play the music. Then the ratchet girls came in. They was all on them. Now I'm looking at this chick. She the alpha, like, oh, because everybody else had the mean face, but they weren't saying that. But she like, I know these did not jump on them. I'm like, oh, here we go. This is about to be entertaining. Girls leave. My homeboy, he finally came out. She's like, what's up with your boys? Like, what's going on? Like, we in here looking like we looking, and these old ragamuffins come here, and they all up on it. They want to speak to us. What the hell going on? That made the dudes start coming over where social conversation. I'm sitting here like, shit, it's going to be interesting. Now, prior to them coming over, the girls been assholes. They pee. Oh, Jeff said he love women. You got it right. I love women. I love the pie. I'm sitting around them like, oh, Jeff, you want something to eat? They fixed me food, give me a drink. Cat's like, one boy like, Jeff, you Caesar up in here? I guess I am Julius Caesar because I don't mind. I'm chilling. I ain't complaining. Jeff, go get up in here with us. Like, I sure will. Thank you. My homie like, Jeff, you know, I don't know, mama. I'm here to have a good time. The dudes come over. What y'all tripping on? She's like, we've been here for like 2 hours. Y'all ain't said one word to us. But them ragamuffins come here and y'all all up on them, half naked and this and that. Well, you know, we trying to see what's up, but we right here. Y'all scared to talk to us? I'm like, oh, she got balls. This is gonna be interesting. No, we just wait for the next best thing. One fool said it. We wait for the next best thing to come in. Like, it ain't gonna get no better than us. I'm like, bro, I can't lie with them. I mean, look at them. Hey, I want man being poly right now because y'all all beautiful. They're like, Jeff, you crazy. I'm just saying, I marry all y'all right now. Goddamn. We be happy him. I work 10 jobs. I swear I work 10 jobs. You know, he fooling. But the dudes kept trying to justify why they stand over here talking about pop, waiting on something better. Like, see, that's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all got something in here, and you keep thinking something's better. That's right. It's never gonna get nothing better. I'm like, nah, she preaching right now, because, dude, not one ugly girl in the room. And the dudes, now they come over. I'm like, oh, y'all coming together and put on blast. And some people like, Jeff, they actually feeding you. They get, you want something else with the cake? Like, you ain't been here an hour and you getting treated like Don Mega, like, because I love women. Why I'm sitting over here on the couch with you dudes and there's women at this table. What the hell am I missing with my math? I'm sitting in the middle of them. Just talk to my ass. This is gonna be a good night.
Man, you know, it's funny that you bring that up. This was back and they had a spot called Fox Sports Grill. It's like a sports line.
I remember went there.
Yeah, you remember went there.
They got drunk as hell.
Yeah, man. So we
this. I don't like going out with other ladies because I want to be chosen.
Yeah, see, yeah, that's the thing. Big groups is like that. She said, "What is it?"
He might be light skinned with a big butt, but not. And but a hot Cheetos eating chick with bipolar. I'm over her, a brown chick with glasses looking like a teacher, somebody's mama. I got to stick with myself because they go for the light-skinned girl to save face with their boys.
Let me respond to that first, Jeff.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me. I seen, I'm gonna say this, Erica, because I seen, and it's funny that your name is Erica. Erica Campbell. It was a video that came across my feed on IG with her oldest daughter that asked a question a few years ago, and her oldest daughter is dark skinned like her husband, and she said the young boys don't approach me like they do the light skinned girls, and She said, why would you say that? She said, am I not beautiful? And she said, of course you are, baby. You beautiful, this, and this. She said, well, I'm gonna give you an example. She said, look at our family. Most of my aunts, even including you, my mom, everybody's light skinned and your husband is dark skinned. So she was like, see, like the dark skinned guys like the light skinned girls. And then she said, it's only two people in our family where it's two chocolate, the husband and the wife. And then she just was left puzzled. Like you can see, she didn't even know how to respond. So what Erica's talking about is colorism. And we come in all shades. And so what I tell people all the time, I've been knowing Jeff since we was in middle school and 8th grade to be exact. He knows me. My thing was they used to tease me because they said I used to like what they call the younger girls, but that wasn't the case. The younger girls like me. Like if we 12th grade, the 9th graders like and so I had to take a shift from that, but that's what always happened. And so it was never a light skin versus dark skin with us in our crew. It was more about the vibe. So Erica, it's about the confidence you have, the energy you exude. It seems like you very educated. It seems like you really know what you want out of life. So when you in that room with those type of men, trust me, that colorism doesn't matter. It's about the vibe. Now, some guys, I'll be honest with you, some guys have a preference. Some guys will say, I want the red bone or the light skin.
Some get intimidated.
Things like that. But I'm just saying to you, the two brothers that's on the call right now, we never had a complexion issue. It was always a vibe. It was always, if you feeling me, I'm feeling you. That's what it was about. Now, men don't necessarily always have the height requirement like the women, where she got to be 6 foot or she got to be this. We don't really come off with that. But one of the things I'll say is the percentage of men who probably are big on the complexion is very small when they call it on a grand scale, because most men that's looking for that Proverbs 31, we wouldn't care if you midnight black all the way down to, super yellow, red bone, as they would call it. It's just going to boil down to the vibe that you have. We clicked, we connected, and now we can build on our chemistry and go from here to see how far this thing goes. And if you're a spiritual person, you pray to God and ask, hey, is this my wife? Is this my woman? Once you get that confirmation, you can just let your guard down and roll with it. So that's my take on that. What you got to say, Jeff?
Oh, Captain Kirk was my role model. I watch Star Trek, polka dots, red, green, tail. As long as she fine, I'm good. So if she fine to me, I rock with you. Telling the story, and she just recently said, I'm from the South. I get attention up in the North. Oh yeah, I'm surprised you ain't wiped up, because
so where you from, Erica?
The South be taught right. They still got them ways to be hospitable with a man. We'll see if she responds.
Yeah, we'll see. She probably doing some things, but when she responds, tell us where she from originally in the South. But I just think that
but that night was so epic. And I was praying, because I started seeing the vibe like, okay, as long as I don't bring my name in this conversation. Okay, throw it up there. She from Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay, Nashville. And Nashville is, man, that city is booming right now. Yeah. Insanity booming. Cost of living has went up there, man. It's crazy up there.
They brought my name up. Well, Jeff, the only one that had sense to come over here and start mingling with the women. That's why we made his plate. We treat him like a king just to piss y'all off. Like, I gotta figure that. I don't mind though. I don't mind.
So when it comes down,
she did I put that up there earlier that she polished?
Oh no.
All right.
Oh, Oh, Polly. Hey, that's the next topic then. Hey, I got to bring my boy. I got to bring my boy Lim on this joint to talk about that.
Yeah, hey, that day, man, I'm telling you.
Hey, Erica, I like the way you moving out here in 2024.
Yeah,
if we keep it at 1,000,
bringing the heat.
Yeah, you bringing the heat. Hey, that's a whole nother. She didn't mess me up. She didn't cross me up like my man. Wait a minute now.
That night was so epic, but I kind of figured that person was like that about me. They were drunk. They like, I ain't invite you. Like, oh, okay. Well, my homeboy did, so I know not to really rock with you. But I already knew that about the dude. He just had the courage to say it.
Right.
Because there's my other homeboy, like, well, I'm like, I don't know about that dude like that. But yeah, women over there. Sure, I come over. I mean, hey, I couldn't get a girlfriend senior year in high school because Jeff, you always hugging on the female.
Mm.
Is it a crime for someone to give me a hug? I mean, I ain't married, I ain't got no rings on my finger. What's the problem? But if you got a girlfriend, you can't be doing that. Now we're talking semantics. Okay. I got you. I give him a fifth one. But yeah, I remember that night because it opened up a dialect where you start learning that a lot of dudes have felt intimidated.
Mm.
I'm like, oh. And they're like, we ain't gonna grab your hand now. You gotta put some work in. We came out here looking good. That should be y'all visual to fall through and say what's happening. Like, yeah, I mean, they did their part, but you talk about big and part. Nah, they did. They sitting right here.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't with you, dog. So I hear you, but y'all jumped on the ratchet chick, so you weren't scared then. So you think they lesser then? That's when you felt comfortable speaking to them, but they looking on some ground. So you intimidated, like, I want to smoke. You say, oh, she the baddest girl in the room. I'm gonna go out. She gonna tell me no. Because all y'all say y'all scared to say something to her. I ain't scared. I was just telling me no. I heard no before. Keep walking.
Man, hey.
And I'm shooting a shot.
What's the close? You want me to go first on the close?
She's in Tulsa now. Dating is horrible. Wow.
Oh, now that's a rough part to be in. That mid-south.
I'm building a legacy. I'm looking for builders. I feel that.
Okay. Yeah. Now I'll say this, being that you in Oklahoma, in my closing remarks, is what I recommend, because we're gonna go by the Bible when it comes to marriage, because that's what I'm basing marriage off of. And my thing is, if you really gonna go out there, they preach a lot. But they preach a lot about Boaz in the churches. But I always tell everybody, the thing that these pastors are not telling y'all, Ruth was very strategic to be found by Boaz. So what I say to the single ladies out here that's listening and will listen, go to events where men will be.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a six-figure man, go to events that has six-figure men, like technology events out in Vegas.
All them type of things.
Oklahoma is not too far from Vegas. They might have a convention or something that's in Dallas, Texas, Houston, Texas, somewhere in Tennessee, Nashville, Memphis, wherever the events is going to be. I think that more women need to go to places where successful men, entrepreneurs, employees, different things like that. Go to those type of events that you could be in the room where those type of men are. And trust me, you dress, you put your, what my man, what AB say, put your ish on, and you go in there and work. You basically wear that confidence. You exude confidence. That's what attracts men. Put your smell goods on. And hey, at the end of the day, I tell people all the time, you could be a 3. Long as you got your confidence and you putting your makeup on and you doing your thing, it's somebody out here for you. Because her question, we got to answer her question too, Jeff. She said, what is a 10? A 10, in my closing remarks, has nothing to do with just her physical attributes. I look at your personality. You see what I like to do. That's why I do the water. I look at your personality. I see if you can joke. I don't like somebody to be too serious. You know, I look at the whole shebang when it comes to that. Yes, men are more visual creatures. I am going to look at your face. I'm looking at, you know, do you smile? I'm looking if you have dimples. I'm looking to see what you're about when it comes to that. And so, because I like to make people laugh, I'm gonna have that sense of humor to try to get that out of you. So I think that a true 10 is a total of everything. It's your look, it's your confidence, and it's your personality. Those three things is what can qualify you as a 10. If you lack any of those things, I start deducting. And I'm like, hey, man, what you get her? A 6. Man, why you give her a 6? Man, I don't go with just by the looks. Her personality is horrible. So guess what? She a 6. Now, that's how I take it. That's my take.
Now, before I answer that question of the 10, if you're a female and like someone fun, maybe go to the San Diego Comic-Con. That's like the Super Bowl for that. A lot of them dudes might be into the comics, but they got damn good jobs. Some probably own companies. They just into the DC Marvel stuff. And she did say she's going to technology school, get another degree. Congratulations.
Congrats on that.
I love to flirt when someone plays along with me. And a lot of people do that. Now, for me, what a 10 is, in 24 still ain't changed. She's still my baby. Shantae Moore. Now, when I say Shantae Moore, I noticed when she came out in 92, that Love's taking over video, she had a grown woman attire on. I'm like, okay, that's sexy. Catch my eye. But then when she started doing interviews, I noticed if a dude was interviewing her, when she came in the room, the mood changed. Dudes started, oh, dang, she ain't here. They stood up before she sat down, like gentlemen used to do. Like oh, she coming around, they fixed on Mary J. someone, they beautiful people, but oh, what up, though? But she came in the room, it's like, oh, someone elegance came here. Let me change up on what I'm normally doing. So to me, I'm looking for that classy type of hood. Classy round the way girl, because she cool when she started talking. Okay, she round the way girl, but she got that classy sexy. I like that. No, that's my thing. Now, I found it somewhat in time, sometimes not, but I noticed when I started describing it, well, that's everyone. Like, no, not really. Most people are still a product of their environment, so they might be sexy, but hood sexy. They might have executive jobs, but you start getting to really know them, hood sexy. And I like hood stuff too, like the hoods. But the totality of it is still come off feminine. And to me, Shantae Moore always showed that when I saw, like, wow, I don't see a lot of female artists like her out here. Now you start having to me and some others come along the way, but you notice them different from the other ones that are R&B artists that's got the more hip hop flavor. And even when they come in the room, people don't talk to them the same. Like, so there's something about it that sends a trigger out to dudes where when them type of people come in the room, they straighten up. If the round the way cool girl come in, what up, Joe? You my girl, your music. I just noticed they didn't straighten up. They show respect, but it's like it's a different air when that type of person come in the room. I want to rock with that. If that make any sense. Then she said, love bleeds. Yeah, it can. It can be painful. But people got to be willing to take a chance on it to find what they're looking for. Because right now, it's cool to be ratchet. And even females that's probably really not that, just joining in because, well, I want some attention. And if this is what the dude's saying they looking for, I'm going to transform and be ratchet. It's like people ain't cool being who they are. If you're a cool girl that's sweet, you know some hood stuff, but you ain't hood, you trying to be hood now. You get attention. You're a cool nerd, Nah, I can't be me. I gotta be this person. Be you. What God made for you will truly find you. But if you ain't being you, it might walk past you. Because I ain't vibing with that. I mean, there's a day I want to be thugging, but I ain't trying to be thugging every day. I'm a suit and tie type dude. I like to dress like boys men with the golf type attire. I ain't with that thugging every day. But Saturday, we thug out. But not every day. So if you ain't being who you are, you might miss who you should come across. Oh, okay. Grown. Understand that I am into BDSM and want to be a baby girl, so I show up sweet and smart. And someone that want that. I like your grown one. I like it.
Hey, Erica. I tell you this. I don't know how much Jeff get out, but it seems like you need to definitely travel a little bit, because I think the person you seeking may not be in Oklahoma. They may be in the great land. They may be in the great land of Texas, the great land of Nevada.
Everywhere but there.
Everywhere but there. Or, the neighboring states, So the fact that you put that out there, my thing is somebody out there definitely into those type of things? Because I tell everybody now, when you date, we got to do a freak level check. What's your freak level, because I don't want to be considered boring to you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be considered boring to you when we out here dating. I want to know where we are.
And that's got to be a real conversation, because people.
And that's a real conversation, because you might be 95. You might be 95 shades of gray, and you look at me with my 50 shades and say, "Hey, you a little too soft for me." Like, whoa.
Mm-hmm. And
but we gotta have.
There might be some in Oklahoma that's down for that, but they might be trying to keep it quiet because Oklahoma come off more Bible Belt, blah, blah. Nah, I can't be out here like that. They don't need to know me. But everybody like a little freak, tie you up, bacon, whatever your flavor.
Like I said, it's somebody out here that's 110% into the BDSM, and they may even, show you some things on everything. Like,
okay. The travel went on a magical adventure down to NOLA, Mississippi, Tennessee, Virginia, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Mississippi. You came across something then. Because all those states.
Hey, she said a magical adventure. You looking at those words?
You bring out daddy in the man. Okay. Respect. You all right with me, Erica? That type of grown talk I'm fucking talking about.
Hey.
Keep it grown.
Hey, all I know is you gonna have Jeff. You gonna have Jeff on. I don't know if you have IG. Jeff gonna be on there in a minute. It's my brother. I got to put him on blast. I just know how crazy we are. But I'm just saying, keep on. Like, that's our saying. We say, keep on. Like Grandma, Big Mama say, keep on now. Hey, this dude gonna be on there looking at flights later on.
Hell no, wow.
Oh my goodness. Hey man, let me get out here before I get in trouble on this show, man. Your show crazy.
Hey, we appreciate your comments for the show tonight. You've been awesome.
Look at you with the Keisha and GC.
Okay. Follow you.
Okay, bet. Yeah, look at it. I told you.
What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at you.
On Instagram.
I'm just laughing, man. This is a great topic. Hey, I'll be out there in a minute, y'all. My kids. All right. What's the closing remarks, brother?
Love is still out there. Don't give up on it. Be yourself and have real conversations.
And I'll piggyback off of that and say, exuding that type of confidence that Erica's doing tonight, that's what's needed in 2024. real conversations, real men, real women. Don't play games. Be your authentic self. 100, 1000%. Be your authentic self, because nobody wants fake. No. I don't want you to bring your representative to the table when we dating. I don't want to bring in my representative. It's not Halloween. I want to see you, not the mask.
Be so.
That's my take.
And we appreciate you checking out. Tell somebody about it. Great shows, great content. We're gonna have more people coming on. Might need to have Lim on here talk about that poly thing. That might be interesting.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's why I said, hey, Erica, hopefully you come back. I'm gonna get with Jeff and see when we'll do the one with the poly, because you definitely need to come on and bring my boy on here for that one.
All right. Till next time, everybody.